I'm here to read a first page foray out of Serafina and the Black Cloak by Robert Beatty. And Robert Beatty is from the Carolinas, and he and his family actually go and visit the Biltmore all the time. And this book is set in the Biltmore let me double check the year, in 1899. So this is at the height of the Vanderbilt's power when they're living in the Biltmore, and it's about a young girl who lives in the basement of the house where her father is like the mechanic who makes the whole house run all the time. So I'm going to read the first page or so and give you guys a taste. It is very good, and I think you will very much enjoy it. Serafina and the Black Cloak. Serafina opened her eyes and scanned the darkened workshop, looking for any rats stupid enough to come into her territory while she slept. She knew they were out there, just beyond her nightly range, crawling in the cracks and shadows of the great house's sprawling basement, keen to steal whatever they could from the kitchens and storerooms. She had spent most of the day napping in her favorite out-of-the-way places, but it was here, curled up on the old mattress behind the rusty boiler and the protection of the workshop, that she felt most at home. Hammers, wrenches, and gears hung down from the rough-hewn beams, and the familiar smell of machinery oil filled the air. Her first thought, as she looked around her and listened out into the reaching darkness, was that it felt like a good night for hunting. Her pa, who had worked on the construction of Biltmore Estate years before, had lived in the basement without permission ever since, lay sleeping on the cot he'd secretly built behind the supply racks. Embers glowed in the old metal barrel over which he had cooked their dinner of chicken and grits a few hours before. They had huddled around the cook fire for warmth as they ate. As usual, she had eaten the chicken, but left the grits. "Eat your supper," her pa had grumbled. "Did," she answered, setting down her half-empty tin plate. "Your whole supper," he said, pushing the plate toward her, "or you're never gonna get any bigger than a little shote." Her pa likened her to a skinny baby pig when he wanted to get a rise out of her, figuring she'd get so furious with him that she'd wolf those nasty grits down her throat despite herself. All right, if you want to read more, then go to Destiny Discover and put Serafina in the Black Cloak on hold. What is so fun about this book is that Robert Beatty's daughters actually helped him to write it. He would get them together in the living room, and they would give him ideas, and he would write a chapter and then share it with them, and they helped him come up with the whole thing. And Serafina and her friend, who also lives at the Biltmore, are trying to solve the mystery of why children keep disappearing in the walls of the Biltmore. So definitely pick this one up, Serafina and the Black Cloak.